everyone, and welcome back to a different one of the very few pre-recorded shows that pre-recorded episodes that the show will have. I don't even know if this is properly labeled episode. I really don't. Uh, but yeah, this is something that I planned because I can't really stream tomorrow, and I wanted there to be something for you all to to watch, let your frustrations and thoughts out regarding what's been happening in basketball. And I didn't want to just straight to the post game on Saturday. So yeah, with everything that's been going on, of course, uh, just this is uh, a label of warning for this one. This is just gonna be a long, hopefully not too long, but a long rant. So it's a platform for you, as always, to comment down below your thoughts and everything, and questions and frustrations and disappointment and whatever it may be. So if just these 20-ish minute videos aren't for you, of course, go check everything else down in the description. There is a backlog of proper episodes, solo or not, interviews, collabs, vlogs, and everything in between. So if you're new and you like what you see, feel free to check out everything in the description and check out the channel and the aforementioned playlists. Now, of course, as we all know, a spiral of chaos happened the last few days, all beginning with the things that happened in game two from the start to the end. Of course, Giannakopoulos came to save with the intentions that we all saw. It ended very harshly with things that I cannot even speak of, really. And then a slew of. We've sort of talked about this back in the post game of game two. That's why I'm gonna gloss over it now, but then I hadn't caught the last thing that was said because that came out right after I finished streaming. So yeah, that was said. Then there were uh, a slew of lawsuits. Uh, Vrutsis called for a meeting yesterday. The original meeting was called in aims to bring both the Angelopoulos and Giannakopoulos together. That, of course, didn't happen. Threats of cancellation of the league that turned out to be empty happened. In general, the governing body just handled this situation arguably in the poorest way possible, in my opinion. Nothing really was done. The meeting was useless, arguably. We don't know what else got discussed, neither from the Panathinaikos side of the meeting or ours. I think it's safe to say. And I don't know if we will ever know. I don't know if the stadium got involved, if Seth got involved in the quote unquote discussions. I don't know if there was involvement of anything else, but the main thing is that the finals will continue. Uh, Friday 9 at Seth and Sunday 9 at Waka. No, Friday 9 at Waka and Sunday night at 9 at Chef. I got them confused there for a second. But yeah, everything came out of yesterday, and everyone came out of yesterday acting as if a solution had been found, acting as if nothing happened. And don't get me wrong, the main purpose of this rant of me just turning that camera on and uh, just spewing my thoughts is that I'm happy that the games will continue. I'm happy that we will see basketball again. If we do, God knows, I hope that we see basketball again. Uh, and I'm happy that the focus will go back to the sport itself, at least up until a point. But the fact that everyone walked out of yesterday's meeting acting like nothing happened, with promises that the toxicity will lessen, that the tension will drop. Let's not lie to ourselves. We all know that no one will really be punished by the sporting judge. We know that. Uh, and I feel like all that yesterday did was raise the tension for no reason. Because, of course, fans are full on divided again. Fans are disappointed. There are some fans that are saying that fans, because for me this last category isn't really the best of fans, but are saying that they won't even watch or support the team in the rest of their endeavor to win the league, whether it happens or not, of course, because that did go into to second fiddle up until a point. Uh, and there is more division than ever, it feels like. And of course, because for the last couple of years we've been living the same goddamn thing every single time, it felt like there was a chance finally that something would happen for the main walking on two legs issue of this whole situation that threatened the fucking child. Uh, and yeah, nothing did. Nothing did. Because as always, the same thing will happen again and again and again. And of course, we also today's repost of a story. Uh, Not even gonna mention what it said, not worth it. Do go check out the Twitter and not even my Twitter. You'll see it on Twitter in general. Uh, and yeah, seems like the upper hand still has the upper hand in a lot of things. And it seems like we're living through an unbreakable loop. My main my main thing is this, and I'll get into the secondary in a bit. Please support the team in their endeavor to win this. Full of toxicity league. Because no matter what happens, because we all know that stuff will be against us, we all know that the usual stuff will happen, especially tomorrow. We know more or less what we're gonna see. Stay behind this thing, no matter what, and anything team-wise will be talked about after the league is done. In my opinion, that's the correct thing. Because after everything that's been happening in the past few days, the team not only needs but deserves the support, in my opinion, more than ever this season, because they're not at fault for any of this toxicity. Bartzokas deserves the support because he's not at fault for all of this, even though Panathinaikos loves to blame everything on him. And in general, we need to stick behind the scene because whether the league win happens or not, they need our support. And I am hoping that the fact that the game for tickets got sold out in a matter of minutes, I think, in a matter of minutes, if not minutes, in a matter of hours, because I don't remember the time exactly, is a sign of how much more than ever recently the people are behind the team. And the rest of us need to be equally behind the team, no matter what, because Olympiacos is above everyone, and especially when someone goes after Olympiacos, I feel like we all have not the duty, because like let's not take anything for granted. I'm very grateful to support this badge and these colors, and I'm very grateful to be able to open this camera and just run for anything regarding this badge and these colors. And I'm grateful to be Olympiacos. I'm grateful to support this team, to be part of this giant, giant family. I am very grateful to be part of this family. And I will always do my best to represent it right, because as I said on Twitter a couple of days ago, um, I have the honor to have a platform, to have taken a risk, to have started a project that is still growing in faster rates than ever, to represent Olympiacos worldwide. You could say that it's it's sort of a little brother platform to the boys over at 307. But there is not a lot of people that are able to represent Olympiacos worldwide, and I want to do it right. So my main message after all of that's been happening is to stay behind this people, no matter what's going on, and no matter what will go on. My main message is to remember that Olympiacos never ends. Now, the other things. It's unbelievable. It's surreal. It, up until a point, it's surreal what not only what has been happening, what's been reoccurring again and again and again and again. It's surreal that someone's above the law. It's surreal that people are above the law. It's surreal that some double standards not only exist but are blatantly obvious. It's surreal that people are inept in stopping someone and some people from murdering the beauty that is basketball and having it filled with toxicity. It's unreal that we know that nothing will happen again, and it's unreal that some people are willing to move on from some things so fast. I had a convo today that gave me a point of view in something I wasn't exactly positive in yesterday. My main complaint from the Angelopoulos is it's not that they agreed to continue the finals. It's not the way they agreed, because I can't complain about something I don't know what happened in those 2 hours, even though whether we'll know or we'll never know. It's not my place to sit down and disagree. My main complaint is the statement that we put out yesterday after the meeting, that we have full trust in the great justice system, and in whatever happened in the meeting, that we are sure that toxicity will drop. Full trust in the system that will not punish the man that you went after for days, so on and so forth. Full trust in the system that hasn't punished almost anyone rightfully in the past few years. Full trust in the system that completely ignored, if not surpassed, allegations of um, your your underage daughter being threatened, and full trust in the system that has once again, after today's shenanigans, I apologize for messing with something here. I am trying to keep my laptop alive because my laptop is refusing to charge, and my laptop doesn't work without the charger because my laptop is on. But as I was saying, an adjusted system that surpassed some scary allegations and that will definitely not do anything about a lot of things that will continue inevitably to be done. That statement frustrated me a lot. And the conversation that I had was this. It's not that the Angelopoulos should be judged uh, harshly immediately. They should, they should for a lot of things. But if this whole situation stays like it is and no further action is taken, then the black line is then the black line is drawn right here, and then the people of Olympiacos are against you fully because you did try to do something and then you just let it go for whatever agreement you sought out and found out. If no further action is taken because the charges haven't been dropped, the judge will have a hearing with everyone. If no further action is taken, if no punishment is taken, and if the continuation of the inevitable continuation of the immeasurable toxicity doesn't keep getting chased, then that's not just foul, then that's something irreversible because it's already teetering at the edge of irreversible. What's been proven is that the people of Olympiacos are what Olympiacos is. The people of Olympiacos are the ones that truly represent it, and so do the ones that bleed Olympiacos, that bleed red and white on the court. Off the court, it's rare for Olympiacos to truly be represented aside from the fan base. Stay behind the team, everyone. Stay safe, and don't go insane by trying to argue with people that don't have common logic in their brains, not even a smidge of it. And even my dog agrees. Thank you all so much for watching this one. I hope it was short and to the point, and I'll see you all Saturday. The game tomorrow, at least the majority, will be covered live properly, but live stream wise and episode wise, I'll see you Saturday. Thank you all so much for the support. Thank you all once again for 200 subs and growing, and we're off to 300. See you soon.